Alright. All come together, there's no reason why. Alright, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku Chris is Talking. This is your weekly 7 Deadly Sins manga review, or Nanatsu no Taizai manga review. Now, if you're new to my channel, do subscribe as I make regular manga, otaku, anime, all those kind of discussion videos, reviews and stuff like that, and hopefully you will enjoy some of those things, so subscribe for that good stuff. Now I do apologize, I am feeling like super shit today, so if I'm not full of energy like I normally am, don't really care. I do care. It's just I honestly can't. I'm just drinking so much water, this chair is creaking, somebody buy me a new chair. But yeah, that's about it. Anyways, onto the review. So we were left on the last chapter pretty hype, and what was it? Elaine and Elizabeth came in to save the day at the very end of the chapter, which was pretty hype because it's been a while since we've seen Elizabeth kind of in the forefront. Now we've seen her have glimpses of kind of taking the lead, but this is mostly in flashbacks and stuff. So I was very happy to see Elizabeth have this level of progression, character development in this chapter, especially as we didn't want her to stay as that generic Orihime as she was in the beginning of this series, if you know what I'm talking about. You Bleach fans know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. Not only did Elizabeth kind of do her bit in this chapter, I also like the fact that Elaine stood up and saved her hubby, her man friend, himself, Mr. Ban. So I thought that was really, really awesome. Now, not only do we have that little bit with Elizabeth and Elaine, we also got to see find out more of a development between Elizabeth and Merlin as well. It turns out that Merlin used to actually look up to Elizabeth and call her big sister, which is pretty interesting because we're so used to Merlin being this OP person that to even see or to even try to comprehend Merlin be in that position was actually it's kind of cute / weird / kind of very different. And I feel like how the 7 Deadly Sins, how they felt is exactly how the audience felt. So that was a very good piece of writing right there. It also showed the connection between the two and how far back their history goes. We also conclude as well that in this chapter, not conclude, but we confirmed in this chapter that the Elizabeth that we're with right now is the same Elizabeth as 3,000 years ago, but the current Elizabeth, but she's also the Elizabeth that we've known the whole time. So they are fused into one. So this is the reason why her magic power is soaring so much, why she's able to defend herself against the demons as well as protect the rest of 7 Deadly Sins, considering that they're not weaklings at all. So great piece of backstory there, good development, and I'm really happy that Elizabeth is actually getting this level of characterization. So that was the Elizabeth part. What else we had there? Oh yeah, so Meliscula, she's still fucking teasing Melia. That's the hell with Elizabeth saying, oh, Elizabeth's outside, she's gonna die soon, this and that and this and that. I don't know if she's forgotten how strong the previous captain of the 10 commandments was. Meliodas is like, why are you gonna really go out of your way to try and make him get so angry that he levels up, when we know that he's known for his wrath, for his anger? So it's like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? No, or you Meliscula, or you both, who knows? So that bit was kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is the time and opportunity to try and take him out or to capture him, because there's no way that you'll be able to kind of defend yourself against a overpowered or full demon formed Meliodas, which is kind of what happens. But before we get to that, so where is it? Elaine goes in and tries to save Ban from Meliscula. She's had enough of Ban. She's like, you fucking prick. If it wasn't for you, a lot of this shit wouldn't have happened. Elaine would have been walking around all fine and dandy, all this kind of shit. So she's definitely got a huge beef with Ban, which I was actually really happy that this was kind of brought up, because we know that Ban, like, I don't know, we know that he's obviously part to do the story, and we know that Meliscula and the whole Elaine thing was all connected, and we know how Ban and Meliscula are connected, but I really wanted to see them two interact and how it would be if they both faced each other. Now, obviously, the demons, the 10 commandments right now, they are more powered up than they were when they first came onto the scene, so they're not as weak as they were before. Previously, I think the power levels were really low, but now they're a lot stronger. So Meliscula really thinks that she can hold her own against Ban, but I think she kind of forgot that not just Ban, it's just a whole bunch of the 7 Deadly Sins as well as Elaine and Elizabeth. So it's like, did you forget the situation? Did you forget my man Escanor? And we're gonna go into Escanor in a hot second. So that was pretty cool, and that scene was very necessary because Elaine stepped in and saved Ban, which is interesting because it's not how it always is, where Ban's always saving Elaine. And how I like how Elaine even mentioned this in this chapter as well. I was like, look, I'm not the damsel in distress. I want to save you for once. I want to be your hero for once. I thought that was really nice. Showed the development and kind of strength and growth in a relationship, which is very interesting. I don't know how so much is done in this chapter, even though technically not a lot moved forward, but a lot did happen as well. So that was also pretty nice as well. When Elaine saved Ban, she got a slight power up. I think it was Hawk read her magical power to be over 18k. So the magic power was 18k. The battle power / strength was 50, not like some chopper level shit, just 50. And the spirit level was 3000. So overall, her power level was 21,050. Fairly fucking high, especially as before this, all the old power levels were like 4,000 and 3,000. And I think like to be a holy knight is like 500 or 800, some crazy shit like that. So right now, Elaine is doing bits, but we do know that if King really wanted to, King could have taken out Meliscula because he's on like 40,000 right now. So it's kind of like, well, okay. He's still not strong enough to face the rest of the 7 deadly sins. I don't know why you're getting so gassed. But Meliscula isn't dead. It was just enough strength to basically kind of save Ban and kind of put him to the side. So that's pretty cool. I thought that like that fight was going to conclude, but whilst that's happening, all we see some craziness happening in the background. And it seems that Meliodas has broken out of a dark cocoon, which kind of leaves us wondering like what kind of broke out. We didn't have long to speculate as it gets confirmed that what broke out was Meliodas, and without even being told to, Escanor just senses a high surge of evil intent and is like, fuck this shit. Look, calls his battle axe and then steps forward. And I thought he was going to step forward to fight Meliscula, but no. Turns out that Escanor stepped forward to face Meliodas. So next week's chapter 230 is going to be fucking filthy. Praise the sun. And then there's the Demon King's son. There's going to be craziness. So I'm super excited for next week's chapter because Meliodas, he is at a stage right now where like he's full demon mode. No one will technically be able to handle the own against him. But what we do know is that it was kind of confirmed that not confirmed. It was brought up that the dark cocoon that Meliodas broke out of, you basically only somebody who's near the Demon King's strength would be able to break out of that. No other people would be able to break out of that. You have to be really OP, which makes you kind of think, did she forget that Escanor was the one who broke out of it last in chapter 150? And then that's when she tried to eat his soul. No, she tried to make him like remove his soul. That didn't work out. She burnt to a crisp, and he totally broke out of that. So this shows that they're both around the same power level, and Escanor has freaking got so OP since then. So who knows what's going to happen? What are your bets? Who are you betting on? Do you think it'll be Meliodas or Escanor? Do you think one of the sins will be taken down? I think Escanor will somehow withstand this and may hold Meliodas back, but I don't know how this is going to work out. This isn't Escanor kind of going in for a crazy overkill kind of fight. This is him trying to restrain his captain, but at the same time, when Meliodas is in his demon form, he can't be restrained, and this time we get to see kind of slight silhouette that Meliodas has his wings as well. So fuckeries. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this review? I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and do subscribe for plenty more for myself. Sorry about my weirdness about my videos and stuff like that. I will be giving you guys an update very soon about some awesome stuff going on in my life right now. So hopefully you guys will stick around and subscribe for all that good shit. Or to good Chris is talking. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.